Hello, everybody. This is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I am back with another fall video in my series. This is video number 4. I am super excited to bring this content to you. It is easy to make and it is high-end looking, and I absolutely love it. I think it's my best fall video yet. So let's get into it. I'm going to be using some of these leaves from Dollar Tree, I guess, picks. Yeah. Yeah, picks. Dollar Tree fall picks. I got in my stash and got some of that nautical cord. I have one of these Dollar Tree wood frame signs that came out either this year or last. And the acorns I showed you, I'm not going to use. And I went ahead and drew on my little pumpkin. Pumpkins are easy to draw, just a circle with a little stem and little waves at the bottom. Easy to do. So I drew that on, and I'm just going to give myself some 3D wall art, some fall festive 3D wall art that turned out gorgeous. I love this one. The simplicity is awesome. So all you're going to do is carefully, don't burn your fingers, you're going to carefully hot glue the nautical cord to the pumpkin. Just keep going around and around in circles until you fill it all in. I'm not going to glue the stem right now with this nautical cord because I feel like it's a little too thick. So I'm going to use some of the Dollar Tree. No, I used Walmart. Their jute cord is a little thicker than the Dollar Tree jute cord. So I used the Walmart jute cord for the stem. So that's what it looks like now. And then we're going to just do the same thing with that Walmart cording for the stem. Just going to keep going around and around until we get it all filled in. You guys, thank you so much for clicking on my video today. Thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new, big hugs. Thank you for tuning in to Dee's Cute and Crafty. If you have not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell as well so you never miss out on another Cute and Crafty DIY with Dee. I would love to have you. And if you've been with me from the very beginning, you're a ride or die. Thank you. Love you. Big hugs to you as well. Thank you for coming back. I truly, truly am happy to have you guys here. So now that I've got everything glued down, I went in with some of that Hello Hobby Sage Green and painted my stem of my pumpkin. I am going in with the Hello Hobby Pumpkin Orange, and I'm going to paint the pumpkin. Now, I first started out just doing the ridges or the lines of the pumpkin, the lines of demarcation, and I thought that I was going to like it. But you'll see in the reveal, I ended up painting the whole thing orange. It just seemed like it was missing something. I don't know, it seemed unfinished. So I went back in and I painted the whole thing orange. It was all I could do, you guys. My hand was itching to dry brush some white on top of that orange. I didn't do it. I love this one. It was almost my favorite, but you'll see which one my favorite is if you keep watching. So I'm adding my leaves and my berry pick, and any of the leaves that were too big, I just trimmed them down to size to what I wanted for this 3D piece of wall art. Simple and cute. Oh my goodness. Love it so much. Here you see me cutting this leaf down like I mentioned before because it was a little too big. So I'm just going to trim it up a little bit. And I took my Hello Fall and I stained it with the Waverly Antique Wax, and I'm just going to hot glue it to the top corner of this piece, getting that extra glue off of there, going in with one of my little tools to pull the glue out of the holes of the lettering, get that all cleaned up. And then it will be ready to be revealed. Here she is. I love this one so much. You guys see that, I had so much potential for, that dry brush. I was going to go down the sides. I was going to go in the middle. Yeah, I stopped myself. Everything doesn't have to be dry brush. This already has a country feel to it, but I usually dry brush everything to give me more of that farmhouse flair and feel. But this is fine as is. Moving on to DIY number 2, I've got some raffia from Hobby Lobby. I have this piece of ribbon from Dollar Tree. This button is from Hobby Lobby, and these little floral picks you guys have seen me use for my fall series. I will be using the, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you what these paints are. I'm going to have to list them in the description box. My chiffon cream Rust-Oleum. I've got Waverly Moss. I've got the Hello Hobby chalk in Midnight and Pumpkin. And I think I have Folkart and Burnt Sienna, or either Raw Sienna. And then the other paint, I think is Apple Barrels Pueblo. You guys, don't hate me. Don't be mad at me. You guys know I cut everything by hand. I don't have a pattern. I just draw it and I cut it with brute force. And so I don't have anything that you guys can actually go buy or follow, but just enjoy this little scarecrow that I'm bringing you. And yes, he is hands down my favorite of the 3. Anytime I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it, it's my favorite. And this guy is amazing. So I'm just mixing up my 2 orange paints, that Pueblo, and the, I think it's Raw Sienna, not Burnt Sienna. Mixing those together to give me more of a darker orange for this scarecrow that we're making. I cut out the top hat, which I'm currently painting. I cut out his round face. This is his shirt or the body. I cut out the nose, 2 crows, and a ear of corn. And the brim of the hat, if I didn't say that. So I went in with the Apple Barrel Arbor Green, and I just distressed on top of the Waverly Moss. And now I'm just, antiquing it up a little bit, distressing it a little bit more, making it farmhouse, just giving it that flair that I love. And to that chiffon cream, I added a little bit of the orange because I wanted the face of the scarecrow to be more of a peachy flesh tone. And now I'm going in with this Sunset by Apple Barrel, and I am going to give my little corn cob a coat of that. I will go back in with Nutmeg by Apple Barrel and give it the lines so that you can tell that it is corn. Actually, it's not Apple Barrel, it's Folkart. I see the bottle right now. So you guys, yes, I love cutting out all my own stuff. If I can't find what I need, I'm a crafter. I can make it. I can figure it out. So this is what I do. Here's my little crows. They're all painted and ready to go, but they seem too crisp and too new. So we have to make them rustic. We have to give them a little bit of distress. So I am sanding those down. And you can see on my scarecrow's face that I have gone in and penciled in the eyes. And now I'm going back in with my Sharpie marker, and I'm going to just fill them in with the black marker, and then I'll put my little white dots in, give him a smile, sort of. I think he's worried about the crows. And then I'm going to add some little dots to the eyes, just using the back of, or the tip of a paintbrush. Congratulations to you, Sue. I hope you're watching. She was the winner of my 10K giveaway, and Sue is the lucky winner of this DIY right here. I hand cut 2 when I hand cut my first one that you see me doing, because I knew I wanted to give something away that was more personal, something that was more hand done by me, other than things that I could purchase from Dollar Tree and places like that. And so Sue is the lucky winner of not only a wonderful goodie box, but this DIY that she can personalize and put it together however she wants. I hope you're watching the video so you can see how I did it, but of course, I want you to put your own flair on it. She is one of the She actually is the first person to get a hand cut out craft kit by me. So now that I've got his face on, I'm just going to put his little ribbon scarf on. This is Dollar Tree ribbon that has the gold wire on the edges. I just cut that off to make this pliable so I can make it do what I need it to do. And I'm just giving it a little bit of a ruffle, a little bit of a pleating, just to give it interest. I'm going to take my button from Hobby Lobby that says handmade with love. I'm going to attach the button with some hot glue to his shirt. We are going to tie his little scarf up. And arrange it the way we want it with a little bit of hot glue to keep everything in place. As I'm sitting here and I'm editing this and I'm looking at him, he looks like Charlie Brown with that head and that look on his face. He reminds me of the Peanuts character Charlie Brown. And now I'm going to attach his hat. You guys, it's been wonderful getting to know all of you through all of this. Comment down below when you leave me a comment about which one is your favorite, because you know I need to know. Where are you? Comment down below what state you live in. I think that's interesting to know. What state, what country, where are you at? Where are you watching me from? I would love to know that. So we got his hat in place. I don't think I haven't hot glued it yet because I know I'm going to put some straw down. So I just put his hat in place just to see how it looked. Now I'm going to take all my little pieces of raffia that I've cut, and I've got two colors. I've got natural, and then I've got like this corn maize color yellow I thought were perfect together. And I'm just adding a line of hot glue and then quickly placing my little pieces of raffia down before the hot glue dries. Definitely want to use some finger protectors, but you know, do as I say, not as I do. I'm not worried about what they look like because we're going to give this little guy a haircut. I just want to get them in place, and then we'll go back and trim everything up at the end. So this is what his hair looks like. I guess if you left it this way and braided it, it could be a girl, but we're gonna make it a boy. So now I'm just gluing down the top of the hat, and I'm still not gluing down the brim yet. I'm going to put some more raffia up there, and then I will get it glued down. So we're just going to give him a little trim so we can see his face. Want to see those eyes. This was easy and fun to put together. Again, I do apologize that I don't have kits as of yet. That's in the making, but it's going to be a minute, you guys. I really just cut everything by hand. I get an ideal in my head, or I've seen something while I was out at a store and I know I can make it at home. So I draw it out and I cut it by hand. This would be cute as is. I did make it a hanger. I put a hanger on the back so you can hang it on a door, but it would also be great hanging on a fall wreath. So there's two ways you can display this. So I did some little bunches of raffia to resemble like corn stalks, and I'm just going to hot glue those to the hat and add in some of those really pretty yellow sunflowers. They're paper sunflowers, and these came from Hobby Lobby. They came from one of the floral picks. It was a big floral pick that had a lot of flowers and fall leaves on it, and I just cut those off so I could use them for this DIY. And now I'm going to glue the hat down. I just wanted or the brim, I just wanted the raffia to be underneath the brim instead of sitting on top. I'm going to glue one of those flowers to his scarf, just tucking it in. We're going to glue down that crow to the brim of the hat. Then we're going to take the other corn stalk and hot glue it to the back of the hat. Yes, the back of this DIY is a hot mess, but we're going to cover that up because I can't. I can't leave it that way. It would drive me insane. We're going to take that other crow and hot glue him as well behind the corn stalk. He's just peeking out from behind the corn. And then we're going to hot glue that piece of corn on. This is so stinking cute. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it so much. Definitely my favorite. Just adding in a few more pieces of raffia just to fill this out a little bit more. And here it is. He's all done. How stinking cute is he? Oh my goodness, he just makes me smile. I love it. And I hope you guys do too. Now his hat, that was cut out of cardboard, but the rest of him was cut from MDF. I just, I don't know. I don't know why I did the hat in cardboard. I had it on hand, so I used it. Moving on to DIY number 3 and the last one of the video, still using this raffia. I'm using some of the orange and the brown stitch ribbon from Dollar Tree. I have these branch picks or like, I think it's, what is it? Birch. Oh my goodness, brain fart. These little birch logs from Dollar Tree. And I have this beautiful, and I mean beautiful, I love this fabric so much. This pumpkin fabric from Joann Fabric. We are going to make a standing pumpkin pillow. I keep seeing these pumpkin pillows. They're making them all different kind of ways. And I thought, let me try my hand at it, see what I can come up with. If you are a seamstress and you have a sewing machine and you love to sew, then definitely sew this down, sew this seam down instead of hot gluing it. But this is a decorative pillow. It is going to sit beside my fireplace. It is not a pillow that's going to be on the couch or get washed or be used. Of course, it's not, because I'm going to put wood branches on the top of it, and I'm going to put rocks inside it so it stands on its own. So it's definitely decorative purposes only. But if you sew, go ahead and sew your seams down. I'm just going to hot glue it. So now I'm putting my little branch pieces together, my little birch pieces, and I want it crooked. I don't want it straight. So I like that it has the big branch knot on the side. It just gives it character and flavor, and I love it. Now I'm going to flip my fabric right side too, and make sure I don't have any holes anywhere. Make sure I got everything covered with that hot glue. And I'm just going to add some rocks to it that I got from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to just use my pillow stuffing. Some of this came from Joann's and I've had it in my stash, and some of it are just pillows that I no longer use, but I was going to throw the pillows away, and I stopped myself and said, wait a minute, get that batting out of there, get that polyfill out of there before you throw that pillow out. So I just have a big garbage bag full of polyfill, so I'm so grateful for that. So I just put the stem inside the top, and then I just cinched it together like a sack, and I am tying it off with some of that Walmart twine. And I didn't add any glue to the top of this to put this in here. I just tied it in. And now I'm going to add some raffia to the top. Just going to tie a bow. And I didn't do it on camera. It was an afterthought, but I did add some of the fall pit berries to the top of this um, pumpkin pillow. This one was almost my favorite too. I mean, like all of them were almost my favorite. I had such a hard time, you guys. That's why I said I think this is my best fall video yet, because I truly had a hard time choosing a favorite. You guys, if you're enjoying this content, and I truly hope you are, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you love my content, that you're enjoying it. They share me out. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. All those things would be greatly appreciated. I love you guys so much. Thank you. All right, just fussing with the top of this a little bit, and then I'm going to give it a trim. I am going to add my orange and brown stitch, I think stitch ribbon. I think that's what I called it. I'm just going to double up that bow and hot glue it to the raffia. And this is the finished DIY. Oh my goodness, so rustic, so elegant at the same time, and so cute. This is adorable sitting by my fireplace, just so pretty. Easy to make. It did not take long at all. It is big, fluffy, and tall, and I love it. So that's going to do it for today's video, you guys. This is everything I've made for you today. This is the final reveal. I hope you like it as much as I like it. I hope that you will find time in your day to recreate one or all of these. You're going to enjoy them. I know you are. It's so relaxing to craft. You guys are amazing. And as always, I'm blessed and happy to have you here. Thank you so much. As always, you guys, until I see you in my next one, be blessed, stay safe, and craft something beautiful today, you guys. Bye.